What's going on, guys? We are back here. We're going to be doing node 6 here, and we're going to be running difficulty 8 here with 200 some scourges. I do apologize. This isn't going to be utilizing a Dorm team, so we are going to have Dormammu here. And alternatively, we're going to speed through this pretty fast, but I do have some difficulty 9 footage for you guys without Dormammu shortly after this one. It's just, yeah, we do have some good alternates. We utilized Omega Red earlier in the other nodes, and we're going to bring them back here in the second run of this. But of course, right now, as you guys can see here, we've got, 864 on the docket here, and we'll get into this one. I think for the most part, you're going to see that it's very, very straightforward because we do have Dormammu, and we do have, this is my favorite arena team. This just absolutely obliterates people. And actually, I use this on Crucible as well, and it seems to counter the other Dormammu teams. So, anyways, we'll jump in here. We're going to have increased speed on the footage, because I think for the most part, you guys are going to get it pretty quick here. Even with the 200 Scourges, you will make short work of this node, because we have Morgan Le Fay kind of quarterbacking this. Then we got Doctor Strange. And again, most of these guys are going to be very squishy because we don't really have any increased health modifiers. So these guys are going to drop like flies. And as you can see here, we're just pretty much just one-shotting everything. Dormammu's basically just basicking the whole time. So I know, yes, I'm still using a character that not everyone has access to, but he makes a lot of sense because he gives a lot of extra bonuses to the team here. And as you guys can see here, we're just taking Icarus down on the second wave. I think that's probably the hardest part about this node is Icarus. So as long as you can take care of Icarus, it's pretty easy. And of course, the problem here is the fact that we do have a ton of Scourges, and that limits our abilities to use our special and our ultimates. So that's kind of the reason why we're doing a lot of basics. And of course, we do have Dormammu's ultimate and special ready for the next wave. And like I said already, you guys aren't going to have too many issues with this team, even with 200 Scourges racked up. If you got Dormammu here, fairly easy. And of course, I'm hoping that most people I've been waiting for Rogue, obviously, so I'm hoping with her release, this is going to help you guys out and get you maybe through the legendary section. I think lots of people are running her in the legendary nodes. So that is the node 6. We'll run into the other one now. This is difficulty 9 now. This is during a different run, and I was still messing around. Like I said, I couldn't try an alternate team with the other Scourges because it was just too hard. So of course, we finished off node 5 there, having a 2-shotter there with Black Bolt taking a bit of the damage, and then of course we got through it with our Young Avengers. But now we're coming back here. So this is the team I used last time, as you guys can see here. And then, of course, we're going to change things up a bit. We had Omega Red all ready to go from the last. We used them in the Mutants, and that way there was a reason why we used them. We want to make sure his ult and everything is all ready to go. And we still have Morgan Le Fay on this team. And as you guys see here, some pretty beefy characters. But Emma Frost, because she's going to give us that speed bonus. And then, of course, Agatha for the stun and the control on the board. And yeah, hopefully this can help you guys out if you don't have more Dormammu unlocked. I mean, it's still a very difficult node. I couldn't figure it out with the Scourges, with the 200 Scourges racked up. But for the most part, I feel like when we were running it here, Morgan Le Fay actually does an extremely wonderful job of controlling the board here. Of course, we don't have that revive because we have that Scourge where it removes it, but that's fine because we have a whole bunch of control from Omega Red. We've got his ultimate ready to go from the Mutants. Like I said already, we're going to wind back these guys as well. Get some extra little hits there. We got Doom on the board. We're going to take advantage of that when he does use his ultimate, because that's going to give Morgan Le Fay 3 turns, and that's going to help rebuild her passives and her abilities for the next wave. And you guys will see that here when we do that. I'm talking too much here. But yeah, focus on Shang-Chi initially. You want to make sure we can get rid of him quickly, because he's going to be an issue if you leave him alone. And then of course you want to make sure you can also keep your eye on well, it doesn't really matter. I think most of these characters are pretty basic, but yeah, Shang-Chi is the one to take out. He's got a whole bunch of negatives on him as well, so that's hopefully going to just kill him off here, hopefully. And then shortly after you get rid of him, you can go for Killmonger. You can go for, you'll see here, we're going to use the ulti right here. And we're going to take advantage of the fact that he gets 3 turns. We'll get some disruption. Let's see here. We're gonna another smack there on Nick Fury, so he can't use his you know, his special or whatever. It gives the buffs. And then here we get Morgan Le Fay. Just basically just helps amp up her abilities back up, so that way we're ready for the next wave drop. Yeah, just, you know, take care of whoever you think that wants to be on low on health before the wave drops. I try to be strategic sometimes and get them a little bit lower, so that way when everybody drops, you can just take them out initially, and it ends up being quite it ends up making it a bit smoother for everybody. So that's why I do it. I don't know if that's what everybody else does. That's what I do. Of course, we get some vulnerabilities as well, so of course you can take advantage of that when you can. And then, like I already said, Morgan Le Fay, next wave drops. Got that Icarus bomb there. Of course, we're gonna stun him. Why the heck would you not stun Icarus? We don't want to deal with him. He's going to be in the last node as well, in node 10. So, of course, we want to make sure we can get rid of him ASAP. And then, of course, there's a whole bunch of stragglers here. So we can take care of the little stragglers now that this is the last wave. Don't be shy here. Use Morgan Le Fay's special when you can. I feel like her speed is so fast that she gets a free turn anyways. So just use it when you can. It'll basically help bring her turn meter back up as well. That's what I find. I don't know if that's I don't know if it's a strategy, but you know, hey, these guys have big health bars. These guys are pretty tanky, so I feel like we can get our turn meters back here, and for sure, I mean, look at this, we're gonna use that special again here. I like to use Emma Frost's basic over her special sometimes, or her, excuse me, her ultimate, because it keeps her in that diamond form. A lot of people don't realize that it keeps her kind of protected because she gets that extra defense, but yeah, just keep that in mind. And as you guys see here, we do have basically Icarus being once he's stunned, he's not really an issue, but if you can get rid of him before he gets off his stun, he won't get that revive that he usually gets, and the negative removal. So very nice for us. So as long as he's not stunned, and then once he goes again here on his turn, just make sure you just delete him. Just delete him, so he's not going to be an issue for you guys. And then from that point on, I mean, I'm going to speed this up. I think you guys get it. And you know, you can leave Luke last because he's slow. We'll try to get some of those abilities back up here. Yeah, it's just overall, I'd say it's not bad with the right characters, and Dormammu definitely makes it easier for sure. But if you've got Doom and you've got Morgan Le Fay pretty beefed up, I think we do have some very solid choices for this node. So that is node 6, pretty much in a nutshell there. And we'll run into node 7 now, and again, we'll kind of do the same sort of process. We're gonna go into the Dormammu Darkhold team that I've been using, and then we'll jump into the variant, again, the same version that I was doing before. Let's just see here. There's Agatha. All right, so just yeah. We'll throw in Doom here actually, because the other guy was actually kind of low, so that's kind of why we'll throw in Doom there. But yeah, hopefully you guys can see that. So right here, don't be shy. If you've got Dormammu, you can feel free to blast away with the starting ultimate if you want. That probably doesn't hurt. As you guys see here, we get away with Doctor Strange kind of doing a ton of damage at the start here because we did save those cooldowns from the last wave, and it helps us out quite a bit because of the fact that we have Dormammu ready to go. Also keep in mind here, you want to make sure if you are using him for the next node, because he's also in the Mystic Cosmic section, you want to make sure he's got his cooldowns and everything ready to go as well. Otherwise, could be a little bit more scary. Could be dangerous there. Take out Beast first. Phoenix is an issue, but if you can disrupt her, it's not really that bad. And then of course, she's pretty, she's pretty weak. Even if you get characters dying on you at the end here, most of these characters won't be used in the future sections, so it's not going to be the end of the world if you end up having a couple characters die. I think the only one that would really matter is Doctor Strange, and if you're using Dormammu, so obviously keep that in mind. Yeah, anything else do I have to say? I don't think so. Just yeah, just be smart. Be smart with your attacks. Be patient. We have a ton of scourges, so obviously we're gonna basic a lot here, but I think you guys get it. And yeah, I think like I said, Dormammu just he makes it so easy, guys. I'm so sorry again. For those that don't have him, he's a deal breaker. He's great. And We are on to the last and final one. Same team again here. We're running into difficulty 9. Blah, 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 blah. Same sort of lineup. And again, we're here. We're going to jump in. And it is a little bit... I feel like this one is easier because we had so many Scourges on the last one. But, of course, we also had Dorma to kind of offset some of the other difficulties. And, yeah, for sure, I think you guys will see that here. So... right off the get-go, same sort of strategy. We'll use that special, get some vulnerabilities on the board, get some ability blocks. Agatha's going to do her thing as well. Get a stun on She-Hulk because we don't want her moving on us. Get some wine back with Omega Red because Spider-Woman isn't ability blocked and we are going to ability block her. Then we're going to use Doom. He's going to give 3 turns to Morgan Le Fay. Try to get anybody that's got a vulnerability tag on there so that way he gets a little extra jab of proc. And then, of course, as well, release his ultimate. Just get as much damage as you can out of there. It doesn't hurt. He's got the offense up. He's got some buffs. Also take advantage of it. Just get rid of Spider-Woman. She's annoying. Get rid of her. Even as ability blocked, she still actually does quite a bit of damage. So I just like to target her and focus her. And then what you can do here is you can reapply the slow. Hopefully that gets JJ this time. Nope, she resists. Yeah. So we'll hopefully see if we can get any extra hits in before the next wave drops. If one more drops, you'll get the next wave dropping on you, so just keep that in mind. We're going to use the ultimate there because we can. We'll spread some negatives across. It's such a great ultimate. I love her. Agatha's a beast. And even if you don't completely do this in one shot, we do have some pretty good characters that we can use as well to clean up this mess. We still have like I still have Dormammu, and depending on if people have other characters, like if they've got Doctor Strange they want to use, if they've got whatever. There's a lot of villains. There's a lot of good villains here. Right now, as I'm putting them on the spot here, I'm not really thinking any directly ones, but yeah, like I said, Emma Frost, Omega Red, they're such great characters. I mean, it's luckily for us, we did use them in Dark Dimension 5 as well, so they are tiered and geared and pretty beefy compared to your average character, so that's kind of nice for us there. And as you can see here, we've got lots of negatives on these guys, so that's why I'm kind of doing the same thing I did with some of my other nodes, where I kind of just leave their health a little bit lingering, so that way when the wave drops, yes, JJ does her energy thing, but it doesn't really matter. Most of these guys were stunned or just hanging by a thread of health, as you guys can see here. The reason why we're trying to be so cautious is because when the next wave drops, it's difficulty 9. These guys hit like a rock. Like, they're pretty dangerous characters. Even Doom there, look, he almost just got one-shotted, like, with Deflect. Like, it's crazy how much damage these guys do. But yeah, you don't want to mess around. Morgan Le Fay can just go right through her. For me, I find, yeah, it's just crazy. So we'll get that speed reduction there again from Emma Frost, get the slows. That's going to give us extra turn meter. And then we are going to keep Phoenix and Beast in check. Obviously, you want to make sure Beast doesn't get a turn or ability block him, because he is, once he activates his positives, he is incredibly annoying. So we'll stun Phoenix there, so that way she can't rip our negatives, and then we'll ability block Beast. And then, of course, we got Morgan Le Fay here. Oh, I guess she would also ability block as well. So I guess you'd be okay either way. We'll take care of She-Hulk because she is right there. This blind should hopefully kill her, and that's going to spread to somebody else afterwards. Next wave drops again. But luckily for us, like I said, we had a lot of stragglers there. And by the time, I think Kitty Pryde should actually just get knocked out by the time we use another ultimate or something. But I'll try to see if we can strip this Spider-Woman. Look at that, one hit on Emma Frost and she's almost dead. Oh, and now she's dead. So Emma goes down as a hero because she did take a couple good hits for us. But like I said, right now I wouldn't say we're in amazing shape, but we do have some key characters here that can control the board for us. And if it wasn't for the fact that we had, like I said, Omega Red and the wine back, and then we got Morgan Le Fay as well, she's just clutch. She's clutch every single time she comes in the board and uses her ultimate or her special. We're going to stun Spider-Woman because I already told you guys how strong she is. Beast is ability block, so he can't do diddly squat. We're going to ability block him again. And then, of course, we're going to get Omega Red coming in here to clean up our mess. And then, of course, Agatha. Boom. So every little detail counts, guys. Get as much damage as you can to these guys. And right now, I'd still say on the board right now, the most dangerous character is probably Spider-Woman. yes, the other characters have offense down and some other stuff on there, so that's great. But yeah, it's just crazy how much damage you do. And look, Kitty's still alive. Like, how the heck is she still alive? It's kind of crazy. We might actually have to do another right here at the time that I was playing. I actually wasn't sure if we were gonna get through it, but obviously we do eventually get through and pull a win here. But it's just funny. I was thinking, oh crap, we're gonna have to bring in another B team or whatever to come in and clean up our mess. Again, Morgan Le Fay coming back again with the ultimate. I have no idea. It just feels like I feel like she gets a million turns. I have no idea. She just, every time she does that special and she winds her speed back, she just gets an extra turn, and she feels just that much faster. So we're gonna stun Phoenix because we don't want her messing up with our plans. We'll get rid of Captain Marvel. She's good, but obviously when she's not in that binary form, she is quite vulnerable. So we're gonna clean up her. And then of course now we got Magic. She's quite beefy. Just go after Phoenix. You're better off taking care of Phoenix. And even if we were to die right now, Phoenix wouldn't respawn, so that's kind of nice as well. But Magic is just, yeah, she is a beastly character. I think a lot of people underestimate how strong she was, and she is so good for the Uncanny X-Men team. So anyways, that's it, guys. That is Node 7 in a nutshell. That was the villain section. We got 6 and 7 done here with these two variations of teams. Dormammu hold, Dark hold, whatever Dorm hold people are calling it. But and then we've got our Doom, Emma Frost, Omega Red combo as well here, which is I want to say is a fairly good team, and I love using them. So as you guys see here, we're going into Mystic villains, or Mystic Cosmic, sorry. And yeah, that is a section that I've haven't had too much practice with, and we're kind of getting down to the crunch time now with how many days are left on the events. So we'll see if we can get it done here, but there you guys have it. Scorch 45, difficulty 9. Hopefully this has helped you guys out, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.